This week's MTG Weekly has revealed the lineup for the products for the coming set of Tales of Middle-earth. And in this video we're going to talk about one little detail that everyone seems to have missed. A lot of information can be gained from the lineup and the product line and the box art. So what is the most important feature?
Well, at least one of the most important features is that we can see that the collector box may contain a serialized ring card. And this is really interesting because those serialized cards is something new that Magic has been trying out since the Brothers War. So I'm guessing that it's going to be the One Ring in some form, shape or version. And they're going to make it serialized. The problem here is unless it's very, very limited, I don't think it'll end up as something really special because they're already kind of overdoing the whole serialized thing. It's in Brothers War, it's going to be in March of the Machines as one of the art variants you can get in the Multiverse Legends, and now also in the set of Tales of Middle-earth. So I'm a bit concerned that it won't feel as special unless they really, put a very limited 1 out of 100 maybe. That would make it truly special. Or that they gave it perhaps some alternate art versions, because this was also something that was discussed with the Brothers War. Maybe if you do serialized cards, not only giving them the serialization, but also giving it an alternate art, so it truly feels like a special and unique part of the set.
We have seen that the serialized cards, they are a big hype train. It was the great hype in the Brothers War. It has been the great hype in these secret lairs where we had the
Mysteria.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The little tryout of the serialized cards, and now we know that there's going to be serialized cards in March of the Machines. So I think it is going to be special, or at least it's going to feel special, because this is what is going to sell those collector boxes in Tales of Middle-earth. We know that the serialized cards may appear in collector boxes. Notice the word may. We don't know the frequency, we don't know how rare this card is going to be, but I think it's going to resemble, maybe hit the neon ink cards from Kamigawa. It's worth noting that you might get a chase card that is not actually powerful, that is not actually playable, but just there for the collectability, and we could get that ring card in a serialization, or we could see that the ring is maybe the most powerful card in the set. That would make sense lore-wise, and then it would be even more hype because you could get it as a serialized card, maybe even as an alternative art card, as Sophie said. Another interesting fact is that we are going to see box toppers return. Yeah, because box toppers can be many things. The nice box toppers, we saw that in Double Masters, and these box toppers are still insanely valuable and they are insanely nice. We also saw the box toppers in Zendikar Rising with the expedition lands, and that was also great. But we have also seen some really poor box toppers. For instance, the box toppers from Crimson Vow, or the box toppers in Battle for Baldur's Gate, Commander Legends.
Or, Dominaria United. People didn't even bother to opening them on the box openings on YouTube because it was just utter shit.
So it's going to be interesting to see if we're going to get actual valuable box toppers, or if we're just going to get watered down, shitty common and uncommon cards that nobody actually ever asked for.
But let's hope it is the first version, because how cool will it be with great art and some really special card in a special box topper version. Argon, Eowyn, all of these famous characters as a cool box topper. Let's cross our fingers.
And of course the most awesome character, Gimli.
Yeah.
Don't toss me.
If you're getting any value out of this video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for future videos. We really appreciate it.
This is also a set that Wizards of the Coast has a lot of money riding on. And if you want to know our thoughts about this, you can watch the video up here. This set is going to draw in old players, nostalgic players, going to draw fans in of the fantasy genre. It's also an attempt from Wizards of the Coast to draw in new players to Magic the Gathering. And we can see that because this set is heavily focused on being beginner friendly.
Exactly. There's going to be a starter kit. This starter kit is very beginner friendly, also in terms of the price point. So the price is fairly low, and that also means that people are more likely to just pick it up and let's give it a go, have a try at playing it. So it's going to be 2 player starter kit, and you get 2 60 card decks, and they're just, ready to play out of the box. And I think this is definitely something that they're trying to market because they do want all of those new players. That's the whole point of doing the Universes Beyond, is to capture audiences that are interested in other stuff that might also be interested in trying out Magic the Gathering.
And also, we know there's been some discussion about this Universes Beyond, because are you going to play Magic because we see, I don't know, the Walking Dead cards, or are you going to play Magic if you're fond of Transformers? Probably not. But then again, if you are a fan of the fantasy genre, then you also might just enjoy Magic the Gathering. So having Forgotten Realms, having D&D, and now having Tales from Middle-earth in the Tolkien fantasy universe, I think that it's a really nice way to capture new audiences, and having ready-to-play decks out of the box at a low price point, that is a really nice way to do it.
The product line is also going to feature 4 commander decks. We don't know what the commanders will be yet, or the colors, but they're definitely trying to rein in those new players with the commander decks as well, because they're going to feature, for example, collector booster packs, going to be with some special foiling and probably look very nice and very presentable to lure people into maybe buying the collector packs or more product like it. There's been a lot of speculation. I think we can assess that there will be at least one evil deck. I'm doing my quotation marks here, because it might be Isengard, it might be Sauron. I think we're going to expect to see at least one of those, and then 3 other decks that feature some of the different creature types that are represented. But these commander decks are in fact already sold out in the bundle version. On Amazon you could buy a slightly cheaper product with all 4 commander decks, and that version is already sold out. This will be a very popular product, and let's see if the bundle comes back before release, or if it just stays sold out and they're only interested in selling them individually now so they can get the maximum amount of revenue from that product.
These Tales from Middle-earth Universes Beyond commander decks, they seem to resemble a lot the Commander 40k commander decks. The price point is almost the same, and even though we don't know what cards are in them, we could speculate that the power level is going to resemble what we know from the Warhammer decks, and they have become immensely popular. So the popularity of these commander decks also rides a little on if there's going to be extra reprints, or if this is just a one print and done with. But what we do know right now is that they are sold out in the bundle version. So you're going to buy them individually unless there's coming another reprint and another wave. What is not beginner friendly is of course the price point, because these decks are a lot more expensive than what we're used to in the just out of the box regular ready to play commander decks. So even though there is a starter deck, the commander decks may not be for new players. So we could hope, all us commander lovers, that there might be something for us in these decks.
In general, I have to say, I don't think the prices are very beginner friendly. It is extortionately high prices. We are talking about $384 at the moment of recording this video for the collector box. We will not be buying that product at that price. We're not going to buy any Wizards of the Coast product at that price. For a collector box, that is just too expensive, and I do hope it's sort of a placeholder price until that the LGSs and distribution have been offered these products, and we can see what the hopefully real price will be, because that's insane. It's really, really, really expensive. Sometimes you have to consider lower prices but more people buying might be better than really high prices with only a few people buying, because it is very expensive.
And this also goes not just for the collector boxes, because the draft boxes and the set boxes are also exorbitantly expensive at the moment. We're hoping it's just, placeholder prices until we know more about the release. There might be a lot of creature types that are really nice in the Magic the Gathering constellations. We can speculate that we're going to see goblins, orcs, elves, dwarves, humans, warriors, knights. So all these creature types that has had a really long lore and endurement within Magic the Gathering, they are coming back.
We know that usually during the summer every other year, we've for the past 4 years gotten a Modern Horizons set. So there's been a lot of chatter about, is this going to be the power level of Modern Horizons, since this set is also going directly into Modern. So Commander, Modern, Historic, all the vintage formats as well. But I don't think so. We'll have to see. 14th of March, we're going to get some more news. We're going to have our first look at the set and see some cards. But I wouldn't get my hopes up. I feel like this will be a medium level in terms of power level. Also, not to make the set too complex in case this is specifically targeted at beginners, but we don't know. It is a Modern Horizons placement, but I don't think you should be equating it to a Modern Horizons 3. I've seen that online and I think that is too much hype factor, because I don't think that this set will be a Modern Horizons 3.
They need this product to succeed. They have a lot riding on it. It has probably been quite expensive. They have been, collaborating together with the Tolkien estate. So this is not cheap. This is going to be a more expensive product for Wizards to actually produce compared to a lot of other things. But then again, you can't have the power level going too high, I think, because this is also placed really close to the Commander Masters. So if you're having too much power in this set, you're going to dilute the effect of Commander Masters. And if you have too little power in it, it's going to not matter at all, because you're just
flop.
You're just going to skip it and just say, well, I'm just gonna spend my hard-earned money on the Commander Masters instead.
Also extremely expensive. But I think the good reasons to buy this set is, of course, the story. The Universes Beyond is really popular when it does something right. So let's hope that they really do the story and the characters justice, because it is an amazing world that we get to experience by playing in it with our favorite cards. So hopefully it's going to be a really good set. So for the lore, for the story, and for the whole scenery of Middle-earth, I think this will be a really good buy. Hopefully. The art looks very promising. And in terms of value, I think that especially the gift bundle, I think that looks pretty nice right now. It has a lot of interesting things in it, and I think it's also at a very fair price point. But let's see if they get immediately sold out due to the hype around the bundles, due to the complete bundle from Phyrexia or will be one.
We're all just being really hopeful, and if you're a pessimist, this might just be another Baldur's Gate Commander Legends.
If you watched all the way, please do leave a comment down below and say what you think of this set. And also, if you want to watch more videos like this one, hit the video up here that's about Lord of the Rings in general. See you in the next video, guys.